there was a maturity about it. There was a control element that Liverpool didn't really have, throughout certain patches of both of those games. I think Virgil van Dijk said that after the game, that he said to them at half time, look, this time it doesn't slip. They went in obviously 2-0 up. They led in the FA Cup game twice, didn't they? And they actually, 3-2 ahead in extra time, lose that game 4-3. The draw was massively damaging for the Premier League title bid at the time in April. But this was different in that Liverpool didn't really panic when the chances weren't going in. They didn't lose their heads, which is certainly what happened, in March and April when the Old Trafford crowd got up, and then Liverpool sort of become a little bit confused and didn't really know what to do. You'd imagine if Klopp's team last season would have scored after however long it was, and it was ruled out for offside in the way that Alexander-Arnold's goal was, with Salah being offside, that might have led to a good response from United, and Liverpool's sort of thinking, what do we do here? And they didn't really do that at all. It was really impressive how they just shrugged that off and just carried on playing the game and looked to get in behind the United midfield, which was just ridiculously easy at times. There was a pass that McAllister played to Szoboszlai in the first half. I think it was already 1-0 at the time, and it's only like 7 or 8 yards. I think on Frank Lampard's analysis on Match of the Day, I think it shows up on that, and the pass is still in Liverpool's half, and then Szoboszlai just turns and he's got acres of space and he's at United's back four without Liverpool having to do anything other than play a fairly routine pass, 7 or 8 yards up the pitch. And it was just ridiculously easy for Liverpool to get in behind United, and that ultimately was the difference between the sides. And Casemiro's been getting pelters left and right, on social media. I've seen loads written about him today. But it wasn't just him, was it? For all the talk of Kobbie Mainoo being a special talent, I think teams overrun United's midfield very regularly with him in the team. Who else was in there? Bruno Fernandes, good player, but a bit of a flaky character at times when your backs are to the wall. And I thought Liverpool exploited United's weaknesses perfectly, really. And the fact that it took us a few seconds, didn't it, to figure out who scored the opening goal.
We weren't the only ones.
They were queuing up at the back post to finish it off, and then Diaz developing that real clinical instinct for the second goal. And then Mo Salah doing what Mo Salah does, again, with Liverpool sort of really charging towards that United back four. Half the McAllister had muscled Kobbie Mainoo out of it. So, yeah, almost like Dudley says, a perfect day for the team. And then the ability to rest and rotate for the final 15-20 minutes with, Conor Bradley coming back in, and Salah went off, didn't he? Gakpo and Núñez coming on. So, yeah, all in all, perfect day. And I think, even the optimists wouldn't have predicted Liverpool going there and being as dominant. I mean, maybe they would have thought that it would have been a similar sort of domination, but I don't think many predicted Liverpool being as clinical as they were, because that was what ultimately undone them in March and April, and that certainly wasn't the case yesterday.